Why, hello everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I'm your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's go ahead and dive right on into these topics, shall we? Starting with our game news topics of the day. And our first game news topic is regarding NC Soft has unveiled a Horizon Steel Frontier, an MMORPG set in Gorilla's Horizon universe for PC and mobile. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Game Informer. Set in the Deadlands Horizon Steel Frontier lets players create custom machine hunters instead of playing as Aloy, with gameplay inspired by tribal factions and cooperative combat. Though playable on PC, the game is built specifically for mobile and features large scale combat, strategy roles, and dynamic machine takedowns using tools like the Pullcaster. Developed by NC Soft with Guerrilla Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment, the game expands Horizon's universe but is separate from Guerrilla's rumored live service project. And mind you, this kind of lets us know a little more details as to why Sony was so gung ho on suing Tencent over their kind of copycat clone game that they have going on over there. Now, the thing that surprised me is if you look at these graphics, and we'll take a look at some of the imagery right now and some of the gameplay. Like, just look at this imagery here; it's absolutely phenomenal. But what surprises me most is if you watch this gameplay here. Sadly, I have to mute it because YouTube's a bit of a bitch. This looks like it could be played on the PS5. It does not look like this is made for mobile game. Now, I don't know if the gameplay is kind of like that. I don't know if you guys ever played that Power Ranger games where you just click these things on the bottom here and it's kind of how the gameplay functions with minor movement. But man, it just looks like a game you can play. It almost gives me like Monster Hunter vibes, if you really ask me. So I'm very surprised if this game was just built for mobile devices. It's kind of crazy, but I would definitely probably play this on PC because it looks like it would be a more entertaining game in that way. But let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments down below. Are you guys going to be checking it out on mobile or PC? And does this make a little more sense to you why Sony was so gung ho on suing Tencent so quickly as they had this game coming out shortly after they started suing them? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Excuse me, guys. Ugh. Oh, damn, that felt good. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic of the day is regarding Rockstar is facing legal actions over the Grand Theft Auto 6 firing in the UK of against the union allegations that they had acquired. Let's go ahead and take a look here. They were recently accused of union busting. It was something that we have been discussing over the past couple weeks, but it looks like they're finally going to have some legal actions take place in the UK. The UK based Independence Workers of Great Britain uh, alleged that 31 Grand Theft Auto 6 developers were fired for unionizing, not for leaking Rockstar as not for leaks as Rockstar claims. Days after the terminations, Rockstar pushed Grand Theft Auto 6 release back 6 months, though it denies any connections between the firings and the delay, which I very much doubt if you ask me. But, anyways, with no response from Rockstar, the IWGB is pursuing compensation and relief while dismissed. Hold on. While dismissed staff protests outside of Take Two's London office. Take Two is the company that owns Rockstar, just so you guys know. So yeah, it looks like we finally have a legal claim taking place. Right now. It was just accusations and things, but it looks like there will be legal ramifications going on for Rockstar or for the people of Great Britain. Rockstar is going to have to prove that these 31 people that they fired had leaked information and prove how they knew that as well. So we're going to have to see how this all pans out. But I definitely think the delay, because 31 people working on the game, they were thinking about unionizing at some point, leaving all at once, yeah, you're gonna have to delay your game by 6 months to make up for that lost work that needed to take place within the amount of time before the game's initial release. So yeah, I think that's related, even though Rockstar says it's not. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think Rockstar is gonna face legal ramification for union busting, or do you think this is much to do about nothing, and they probably have proof that these workers leaked some information for Rockstar? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic of the day is regarding Red Dead Redemption is coming to the Nintendo Switch and PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, excuse me, uh, according to some new ratings suggestions. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this article from IGN. So, according to this article, a new ESRB rating confirms that Red Dead Redemption is cleared for native release on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and Nintendo Switch 2, likely including the Undead Nightmare expansion. Rockstar has not formally revealed the update version, but the team, but the timing falls. But the timing fills the gap of Grand Theft Auto 6 delay till November of 2026. Excuse me. Oh, and it looks like they've been updated since I last read this post. I get these news articles in the morning now that I'm working through the day. So I grab these news articles around 6 in the morning, and then I kind of come back throughout the day, but I didn't grab this one. So yeah, I grab them from like 6 to like 8 in the morning before I start work, and then I kind of go here. So now we have an update. So the update has been officially confirmed. It looks like it will be coming to. Now I'm curious if this is going to be a remaster or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at this little video that they have here. I'll mute it so we don't get no issues. It doesn't look like it's a remaster. They probably enhanced some of the HD graphics and stuff like that, but it looks like it's going to be coming on December 2nd. So this is awesome. We all got to find out together that Red Dead is coming to the PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and the Nintendo Switch too. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you guys excited to replay this game, and will you be playing the Undead Nightmare version if it is available? Now, oh wait, yes, they confirmed Undead Nightmare as well. Also included Undead Nightmare. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. Are you guys excited to replay Red Dead Redemption on your new modern consoles? Let me know what you. All right, guys, that being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic of the day is regarding Valve has revealed their next gen Steam machine and their Steam controller, targeting a 2026 launch. And they say it's about 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, but there's no price set as of yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from IGN. And if you guys are wondering, it looks like a mini Xbox. Like I get that's like kind of a mini PC, but it very much looks like a very small version of the Xbox. I thought this is what the Xbox Series S would look like, or whichever the white one. And anyways, let's go ahead and read some of the details regarding this console. But Valve's new Steam machine features a Zen 4 CPU, an RDNA 3 GPU, and supports 4K 60 FPS gaming, boasting over 6 times the power of the Steam Deck. The updated controller includes HD haptics, magnetic thumbsticks, captive grip sensors, whatever the hell that means, the multiple connection mode designed for seamless play across Steam compatible devices. While a 512 gigabyte and a 2 terabyte model are planned for 2026, Valve has yet to announce a price, leaving fans curious about its competitive position in the hybrid hardware space. So I'll explain the hybrid hardware space right now. Here is also the image of the controller that they're going to be putting out. So the hybrid hardware space is basically, this is kind of what the Xbox is going to be doing for their next gen console. It's going to be a little mini PC where you can play Xbox Game Pass, probably some discs maybe if they end up going that way, and mostly likely Steam. So it's going to basically be a hybrid console esque PC. So I guess Steam has beat them to it. So here's the more breakdown of the specs. But I'm very curious as to how this is going to pan out, because if this doesn't sell well, then I'm very curious what's going to be happening to Xbox. Now, mind you, I don't think that's going to stop Xbox from going the hardware route, and that's just because Xbox is already set in stone and going that way, so they may just come out, but I think it's going to make them a little more hesitant if this doesn't sell very well, because most PC players are going to be playing on PC. Most console players have no reason to be buying an Xbox at this point unless they want to try to transition into the PC kind of gaming field with Steam and stuff like that. So I'm very curious how the new Xbox is going to turn out and pan out, but this right here is very interesting. It kind of has the similar power set to, I guess, the PS5 or the Xbox currently, maybe a little bit less if you ask me, but I'd be very interested to see how this pans out hardware wise, and when you able to play games, if we're going to see issues, because a lot of the issues that players for PC see is a lot of crashes. PC tends to get more crashes than anything else. So I'm very curious, since this is going to be dedicated for games, we're going to get less crashes for games like that. But there's a lot that could go on. We'll have to wait and see when this is released and how the hardware turns out to be. But let me know what you guys think about this Valve console for the Steam, and let me know if you guys would be interested in purchasing it, and let me know if you guys are gonna definitely be getting. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our last game news topic of the day. And our last game news topic of the day is regarding Game Informer is going to be a judge in the Indie Game Awards this year. And we have a list of some of the nominees. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The Indie Game Awards, hosted by 6-1 Indie, will honor will honor innovative storytelling, will honor innovation, storytelling, and artistry across the indie scene, with Game Informer and other outlets serving as judges. This year introduces the Indie Vanguard class, spotlight rising developments or developers, plus regional categories, and a community picks segment. Forgive me, guys, I'm struggling through this right now. Open for submission until November 24th. The 2025 Game of the Year nominations announced. I think. Hold on one second. Yeah, the 2025 Game of the Year nominations have been announced. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Here is a list of some of the games. If you guys are interested, I'm just going to continue what I wrote down. Titles like Hades 2, Hollow Knight Sing Song, Citizen Sleepers 2, and Claire Obscure Expedition 33 lead the nominations, with a ceremony streaming live on December 18th. So yeah, guys, I have not played any of these games, sadly. My lady has played Sling Song. I played the original Hades. I haven't had a chance to play Hades 2 yet. And we just got our Clear Obscure Expedition 33 today, so we're probably going to be checking it out this weekend if we have time. But yeah, we're kind of doing an early Thanksgiving for my lady and her family, so we might not be able to check out the game this weekend, so we'll have to wait and see. But I'm very, very excited to check it out. And most likely, from just word of mouth and what I've heard, it looks like Expedition 33 is going to be taking the Game of the Year nomination, is going to be taking the win for sure, as far as indie games are concerned. Maybe it can even win Game of the Year in general. But let me know what you guys think about these lists and these nominations. Did anything get snubbed for you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, guys. That does it for our game news topics of the day. We're going to go ahead and move over to our movie news topics. And our first movie news topic of the day is we finally got a Fallout Season 2 official trailer. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We got this whole video. If you want, the YouTube video and this article will be in the description down below for you guys to check it out for yourselves if you're interested. But just generally off this trailer, it was a phenomenal trailer. We got to see our returning characters and see kind of the chaos that's going to be happening in the new Vegas setting. We also got to see some Elvis impersonating zombies, or not zombies, ghouls. And I thought that was really fun and entertaining to see that, because that's a nice callback to the video game. So I'm very interested in seeing how this season's going to turn out. We also got to look at the, oh my God, what's that creature called? Oh yeah, we got to look at Macaulay Culkin's character. He's going to be portraying somebody in the show. And we got the return of all these awesome characters. And I can't wait to see this show. It absolutely looks like it's going to be phenomenal. If it's anything like season 1, I'm going to enjoy it. Like, even if it's not as good, just as little as good, I'm still going to enjoy it, because I very, very thoroughly enjoyed the first season, and I cannot wait to see these characters on screen again. But I'm curious to know what you guys thought of this trailer. Let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite part of the trailer? And would you guys be interested in seeing them continue past season 2, even though we haven't seen it already? Let me know what you guys think. Oh, and the Death Crawler, that's what the beast was called. Yeah, I can't wait to see them fight the Death Crawler. I think that's going to be a lot. But let me know what you guys thought of this trailer. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic of the day is regarding Monarch Legends of Monsters Season 2 has dropped its teaser trailer and confirms its release date. However, we did get some spoilers during this about some returning characters. So if you guys don't want no spoilers, I recommend you guys don't continue watching this and just move on ahead. But seeing it is publicly released with the teaser trailer, this is a cool little teaser. We get Kong that's going to be unveiled in this in this show, and also we got the return of our lovely characters from the first season. But it looks like Russell Crowe, or is it Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell. Sorry, I always get Russell Crowe and Kurt Russell mixed up, but it looks like Kurt Russell is going to be making his return in this show, which is surprising to me because at the end of the last season we thought he might have died. I think we see him right here on the boat. And where is it at? Right there. That is Russell Crowe's character. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's small. But yeah, that is his character. So we're going to see him return. We got Anna Sawai returning after her stint in Shogun, which was absolutely phenomenal. If you guys haven't seen Shogun, her performance there is cool and really, really wonderful. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the return of Russell Crowe's son as well, playing the younger version of his character. So it looks like we might be getting back and forward flashbacks again. So I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. I wonder if we'll still get maybe some John Goodman. I love John Goodman, so I would love for him to return to this as well. And yeah, I'm just very, very excited for this show. We're going to be getting great content with Fallout and Monarch. And you know, one of the most annoying thing about the movies is they always say that they're going to focus on Godzilla or Kong, and they really don't. They focus on a lot of the characters. I would say that was kind of the opposite for this last one. I think they focused quite a bit on Kong. But we really don't care about the human characters, but Monarch is specifically focused on the characters, and I feel like they've done better with that than any of the movies have. But let me know what you guys think about the first season of Monarch, and are you guys excited for the next season of Monarch like I am? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic of the day is regarding John Woo and Nicolas Cage are reuniting after 30 years. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Deadline. So they originally worked on Face Off together, but they're now going to be working on a New York crime boss pick called Gambino. Let's go ahead and read some of the description. The Face Off duo return in Gambino, a biopic about New York mob boss Carlos Gambino, with Cage in the lead role and Wu directing. The script is by George Gallo and Nick Vallelonga, with film the film follows journalist Jimmy. Am I saying that right? Yeah, sorry. Jeez, I don't know how to say Jimmy. I'm retarded. There's Jimmy Barslin, and he uncovers Gambino's rise and hidden ruthlessness through the eyes of those who knew him from back in the day. I think this is awesome to see them return together and team up together. Now, John Woo doesn't make the best movies, but the movies he does make are a lot of fun. You know, I like Face Off is a perfect example. Face Off is no Oscar winning movie, but it is just a fun, dumb action movie that you can very, very thoroughly enjoy. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta in that movie are absolutely phenomenal. So to see Nicolas Cage and John Woo team up again for a crime boss movie, I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. I'm curious if John Woo still has his his how do you say, like his way of directing, the slow mo and stuff like that. And actually, I'm curious. What's the last movie John Woo directed? I don't even know. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I wonder if he's mostly been doing Hong Kong movies or if he's actually done some Hollywood films that I haven't seen recently. Let's look at his director. The Killer is one that he recently directed. I did not see that one. I think that one went straight to streaming. Silent Night, I did see. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, these are some of the movies that he's worked on recently. That was in 2023 and 2024. And then he did Manhunt in 2017. And then all the way down. Yeah, he hasn't really done a lot of well known things. At least I don't know any. Kind of watch a lot. So I would think I would know. So yeah, it looks like 2000's Mission Impossible 2 was his last well-known thing, and then I haven't really heard of these other ones until we get all the way up to Silent Night and The Killer. So I'd love to see his return. I think his action movies are a lot of fun and entertaining. I can't wait to see what he does with a crime boss movie. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you guys excited to see again? All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic is regarding Disney CEO Bob Iger says talks with YouTube TV, are ongoing as the carriage dispute is ongoing with ESPN and ABC Access. Let's go ahead and take a look. If you don't know what's going on, so YouTube TV had a deal with Disney to stream ESPN and to stream some of their ABC information and other Disney networks. and it looks like they came to the negotiating table to renew their contracts. And it looks like some of the deals that Disney doesn't agree with, and some of the deals that YouTube does not agree with as well. So let's go ahead and read some of the details here. According to this article, ABC, ESPN, and other Disney networks have been unavailable since October 30th due to a carriage standoff impacting major sports broadcasting and viewership rating. CEO Bob Iger insists that the proposed deal matches or exceeds existing distribution agreements. So basically, he's saying that we're making the same offer as other companies are, and YouTube's not taking it, and vice versa, or whatever. With CFO Hugh Johnston noting that the company built financial hedges anticipating a prolonged negotiation. Um, Hugh Johnston argues that YouTube TV subscribers are missing critical content during the peak football season, suggesting Disney's retains leverage despite Alphabet's scale. If you don't know what Alphabet is, that's basically the corporation that owns Google and YouTube TV. They're basically the main hub of it. So yeah, guys, that I think this is wild that this has been going on this long. You would think that corporations this big would start the negotiating and getting this out of the way maybe months ahead of them losing their deal. But it looks like they came to the table in the last month of October and no one came to an agreement, and it's still ongoing. And now anyone that used YouTube TV to watch ESPN or any type of Disney content no longer has access to their content, and they look like they might not get it if they don't come to a deal. And I don't think Disney's going to be very much hurt by this because, they have the ESPN app, they have other means to show people what's going on regarding the sports broadcasting and anything else of that sort. But YouTube TV, even though they're a fucking huge company, they do not have all the leverage when it comes to this. So I'm very curious what the deal is, what the back end issues are, and what Disney's trying to be getting out of this deal, because it looks like it's not going to be going very well for Alphabet, because they're the ones that need their content, as YouTube TV is pretty damn expensive. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you hoping that there's a deal that falls through pretty soon for YouTube TV? Are you a subscriber of YouTube? Are you a subscriber of YouTube TV? And do you guys watch any ABC or ESPN or any Disney content on there that you're missing out on? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and move over to our last movie news topic of the day. And our last movie news topic of the day is regarding Scary Movie 6 has added new and returning cast members. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Deadline. So it looks like we got Damian Wayans Jr., Kim Wayans, and Heidi Gardner joining the spoof sequel with Carrie O'Teary, I forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, and Chris Olito, reprising or reinventing new roles. Marlon Sean and Keenan Ivory Rains returned to write the script, with Michael Tidd directing and Rick Olivers producing. Paramount with distribution. Paramount with distribution. Oh, excuse me. Not with. See, this is what happens when dyslexia kicks in. Paramount will distribute the Miramax production film worldwide, with the ensemble cast currently filming ahead of its June 12th, 2026 premiere. So if you don't know who these actors are, obviously these newer ones we kind of know, we've seen them recently, but these two, if you haven't seen the original Scary Movie 2, this is the gentleman with the strong hand. If you know what I'm talking about, that's this gentleman here. So I'd love to see him return in this role. I think he would do an absolutely phenomenal job. He seems to be hilarious. We also saw him in Schitt's Creek as well, which I think he was a great part of that show as well. And yeah, guys, I just think them adding talent like this across the board, all these people are funny, talented, and I cannot wait to see what they do with Scary Movie 6. If it's anything like the original Scary Movie or anything like Scary Movie 2, this is going to be an absolutely great time in the movie theater, and I cannot wait to see this movie, and I hope it's as phenomenal as I want it to be. Now, of course, when I go to the theater, I need to keep my expectations, leave them at the door or leave them outside the theater as I watch the movie. But God, my expectations for this are very high, because I feel like we haven't had a great spoof movie in quite a long time now. Naked Gun came out and that was a lot of fun, but I don't think it was a great spoof movie. I thought it was a decent spoof movie. and I'm very much looking forward to getting back to the the airplanes, the original Naked Guns, the Hot Fuzzes, and now the scary movies. And I think this is the return of Marlon Shawn and Keenan Ivory Wayans is the key point of this, and I think they're going to do an absolutely phenomenal job with the script. And I'm very curious as to what horror movies they're going to be making fun of. I'm sure a lot of Conjuring and a lot of Insidious are going to be taking place for this, but I'm very curious to see how this turns out. Let me know what you guys think about the addition of these cast members to Scary Movie 6. Are you guys as excited to see it as I am? And do you think adding talent like this is a pro or a con for this film? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And that does it for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And always remember, guys, stay true, be odd.